I think the other leg of what you were talking about was apologetics. And I think that's an interesting one because that's one of the things on this podcast that we have always thought is fascinating. What does a pro-life apologetic look like?
Yeah, great question. So typically when I'm talking with someone, I might start by using a human rights argument, which might sound like this. I would ask you, do you believe in human rights? Hopefully you'll say yes, and I'll say, great, glad we agree. How should we determine who gets human rights?
Yeah.
And you'll probably say everyone should. And my next question would be, since we know biologically from science, if two humans reproduce, they have another human being from conception, and abortion kills that human being, then wouldn't that make abortion a human rights violation? Use people's moral instincts to help them see how abortion is unjust. And I think as pro-lifers to us, it's usually very obvious that the key question in the abortion debate is, what is the unborn? Are they a human being like us or are they not? But we can assume the pro-choice person understands that and they may not. So the way that I will typically move forward in a conversation is by following a set of steps. Common ground analogy question, which is something that Protect Life Michigan learned from our friends at the Canadian Center for Bioethical Reform. They do very similar work to us. So starting with common ground and then using an analogy, typically we will use something called trotting out the toddler. Whatever justification someone gives me for abortion, often, it might be the mother's in poverty. That's a common, objection that people bring up. I'm going to, pause the conversation, say, can I offer an analogy? This is all hypothetical, but imagine we have a mother who's in this dire situation. She's struggling so much, she's going to have to decide, is she going to feed herself or is she going to feed her toddler? Can she kill her toddler, her 2-year-old, to deal with this very difficult situation? And of course, the answer is no, she can't. Yeah. And so then the question is, if she can't kill her toddler for this reason, why could she have killed that same toddler 2 years earlier when he was in the womb?